Welcome, brave soul, I am the forgotten storyteller. Before we begin, tap that like button if you dare, and drop a comment below telling me where in the world you're listening from. And if you make it to the end of this video, I hope to see you in the next story. I hope you're ready, because I am. Let's begin. Our story sets sail at the edge of midnight, in a silent, shuttered outlet mall, nestled in the valley of a forgotten town. The kind of place where wind whistles low through empty parking lots, and the security lights hum like tired bees. Carlos, the night guard, starts his shift just like always, keys jangling softly on his belt, flashlight cool in his palm. He walks past the old shoe store, its mannequins still dressed in last season's fashion. One of them he thinks is new, but he's sure it wasn't there yesterday. The wind presses against the glass like fingertips. Carlos radios in. Static. Just static. In 1993, a rail guard in Mexico City swore he saw someone in a locked building, staring from a window that faced only a brick wall. And tonight, Carlos sees a silhouette just barely, standing behind the perfume counter, where no one should be. But he keeps walking. The mall is dark. The mannequins are still. Still, except for the one that just turned its head. Carlos had taken the job for the quiet. No phones. No customers. Just soft lights, the occasional echo, and long, silent hours to himself. The Valley Pines Outlet Mall had been mostly shuttered since the early 2000s. A few stores still open during the day, a discount mattress shop, a vape kiosk with flickering signage, but at night, it was a husk. And Carlos was its keeper. He walked his loop just past midnight, boots clicking gently on the waxed floor. The air smelled faintly of dust and artificial cinnamon, left over from some long-gone seasonal display. He could hear footsteps. The mannequins in the window of the old department store stood motionless. Their plastic skin glowed pale under the emergency lights. But tonight, one seemed closer to the glass than usual. It wore a red dress, and its head was tilted. Just slightly. Carlos paused. He raised his flashlight. Its beam was soft, unfocused. His breath misted in the cold air as he peered inside. No movement. No sound. But he could feel it. That strange heaviness, like someone watching from behind their eyes. He moved on. The PA system crackled softly above his head, just static like always. And then a single click, a voice very faint. And female. "Can you see me?" Carlos froze. The voice was delicate, almost childlike. And gone. He checked his radio. It was off. He always kept it off. It drained the battery otherwise. A chill traced his spine. There's a story whispered by night workers about a guard in Mexico City. In 1993, he patrolled a government building and radioed in that he saw someone on the top floor. Someone waving. That floor had been sealed for asbestos. When backup arrived, they found the lights on. And the window, covered in dust, with no footprints on the inside. Only handprints. From the other side of the glass. Carlos knew the story well. He didn't believe it. Until now. 1:13 a.m. The cameras blinked. All of them. The monitors in the office flickered once. Then twice. Then froze. In every shot, the halls were empty. Except for one. Near the old pretzel stand, something moved. He leaned in. A figure, tall, motionless, stood in the shadows near the defunct escalator. Not walking. Not waving. Just standing. Too tall to be real. Its arms hung too low. Carlos blinked. The monitor refreshed. The figure was gone. He told himself it was nothing. Just tired eyes. Too much coffee. Too little sleep. He resumed his patrol. The mall was quiet again, still and humming like a sleeping beast, until he passed the perfume store. The scent hit him first, powdery, sweet, cloying, like someone had just sprayed something that no longer existed. Inside, the shelves were empty, the lights off, and yet, one bottle sat on the counter. It was open. Beads of mist still clung to the glass. Carlos didn't go in. He didn't move. He just stood there, breathing in something that had no right to be there. The mall stretched long and silent. The mannequins in the window, now all wore red. He didn't remember that. They'd always been mismatched, clearance leftovers, odd displays. But tonight they matched. Same dress. Same tilt of the head. Same empty stare. 2:41 a.m. That's when the lights died. All of them. Total silence. Total dark. Only the red glow of the exit signs remained, casting strange shadows against the walls. Carlos didn't breathe for a moment. Then he reached for his flashlight. It clicked on. Dim, flickering. The beam barely reached the mannequins, but he saw them. They were closer now, pressed to the glass. hands outstretched, fingertips against the window. But it wasn't glass anymore. Not exactly. The reflections were wrong. His light bounced back, but the angles twisted, like he was looking through water, or into something trying to look back. Infrasound, he remembered reading about it. Low frequencies, below human hearing, can cause unease, nausea, even hallucinations. Maybe there was a broken fan. A busted air duct. Maybe. But then came the voice. It was soft. Right behind him. We never closed. Carlos turned. His light shivered across empty hallway. The floor beneath his feet felt thin, too hollow, like something beneath him was breathing. 3:03 a.m. He was back at the office. He didn't remember walking there. The monitors blinked on one by one, and on every screen, mannequins. In motion. On the food court stairs. In the fountain, all walking slowly. All toward the office. He sat very still. Flashlight off. Radio off. He waited. Eyes on the red glow of the exit sign above the door. Listening to the soft click, click, click of plastic feet on tiles. The next morning, the day guard found him. Sitting in the chair, just wearing his boxer shorts. Very pale. Silent. Still breathing. He never returned. The tape from that night? Strangely were blank, as if nobody had pressed record on the machines. All cameras lost connection at 2:42 a.m. But one monitor, tucked in the corner, showed a static image. A still frame. Mannequins in red. And one figure in the center. Wearing Carlos's uniform.
Ready for spine-chilling tales that will haunt your thoughts. Subscribe to Forgotten Storyteller for eerie narrations, unsettling mysteries, and haunting stories you won't forget. Hit the bell icon so you never miss a story, because some stories refuse to stay buried. Join us, if you dare.